Tommy Lawton was there for the official opening today of the new Meadow Lane, the stadium rebuilt, or at least three-quarters of it. But what a shame there weren't more in the ground to see it. The balloon, though, just hasn't gone up for Notts this season. They haven't really done justice to their new ground. The wrong end of the table, top scorer, a player who's back in favour, having been all but forgotten. Wolves are at least at the right end, or close to it, and they'll be hoping Steve Bull's born-again goal touch will improve their recent results. It started off all right for Notts County, though. There are a few nicer fellas in the game than Don O'Riordan. Fair to call him experienced, some would say a veteran, and he nearly put Notts ahead. But Wolves, trying to get back to their early season form after an extended bout of hiccups, was soon slugging it out blow for blow. But any side that sold nearly £4 million worth of players, as Notts have, are bound to show a few holes, and Neil Warnock's team has been more like a pack of polos this season, nothing through the middle at all. Robbie Dennison reacted first here. In fact, the whole Notts defence didn't react at all, and 1-0 to Wolves after 18 minutes. Notts tried to find a way back, Steve Slawson leading the attack with a couple of efforts, but they were never really going to trouble the keeper. Notts had been hoping to show off their new electronic scoreboard this afternoon, but they never looked like worrying the scorers. Slawson getting into the position again all right, and he really should have done better. It was 0-0 at half-time, but didn't stay like that for long. Just a couple of minutes after the break, Steve Bull pounced. Again, the Notts defence was left looking for someone to blame as Bull swept the ball under Steve Cherry. That was 2-0 to Wolves, and you couldn't really see any way back at this stage for Notts County. In fact, if anything, it was a question of waiting for another goal for Wolves. Darren Roberts tried to do what his captain had done just before, but this time Cherry was off his line a little quicker. The game then turned very scrappy. Steve Bull will think he should have done better, or at least had a penalty from this one, although the referee didn't quite share his view. But then Notts County staged a quite brilliant recovery. It wasn't a pretty goal, but so what? Kevin Bartlett, only on as substitute for a couple of minutes, prodding it in to put Notts back in with a shout. In fact, the shout became a deafening roar. Notts County 1, Wolves 2, but Notts were going to try anything and everything to get an equaliser. Of course, not everything was working. But just a minute from time, Kevin Bartlett was able to nip in again. He doesn't score too many goals with his head, so this is one to savour. It had been a poor game, but a stunning last 10 minutes, and Bartlett's header had rescued Notts a point. Notts had their annual meeting tomorrow. Neil Warnock will enjoy it a little more after this result. Notts 2, Wolves 2.
Well, Derby County's rise up the First Division table.
Again, one